Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I create faith-based content that will help you to foster a deeper relationship with God and better your walk of faith. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so that you are notified next time I drop a new video. Now, in today's business, we are talking about 6 signs you are to go on a fast urgently. Number 1, when you find it difficult to pray. You used to pray, but now it's difficult for you to pray. You used to wake up at 3 a.m. and pray. You used to have a prayer schedule, but now you find it difficult to pray. You can't even pray for 5 minutes now. You want to pray, but you can't. It's one of the tools that the enemy uses whenever he wants to attack your destiny, because an attack on your prayer life is an attack on your destiny. When the enemy wants to stop you from entering your next level or your next season that is God ordained, he attacks your prayer life. So you want to pray, but you cannot pray. And whenever you find yourself in such a situation, it means you need to go on a fast immediately, urgently. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Therefore, you wait upon the Lord in prayer and fasting, and your strength for prayer will be renewed. When you read the Bible in the book of Psalm chapter number 35, on verse 13, David said, I humbled myself in fasting, and prayer returned to my bosom. I humbled myself in fasting, and my prayer returned to my bosom. He found himself in a space where he could not pray no more. But when he humbled himself in fasting, his prayer returned back to his bosom. Number 2, nomophobia. Nomophobia is a fear where you are afraid to live without your phone. Some of you used to wake up and thank God first as you wake up. You used to wake up and pray and talk to God. But now every time you wake up, you grab your phone so that you can check on your socials, what is happening on your socials. You are now addicted to your phone. So whenever you find yourself in a situation where you are now addicted to your cell phone, you are now addicted to your phone, that you now have the fear of living without your phone, you need to go on a fasting, because your phone has taken away that time you used to spend time having a Bible study. Now you can't do that. Why? Because you are always on your phone checking gossip, what's going on around the world, but yet you have not spoken to your Creator. You have not made a prayer for your life. There are people that even their own programs, they can no longer do anything. Why? Because they are always on their phone. They are stuck to their phone. You are addicted to your phone. You need to go on a fasting so that the Spirit of God will help you to be able to live even without your phone. As you wake up, the first thing, you talk to God, you pray, you give thanks to God. Number 3, picking up unusual delays in your life. Yes, whenever you pick up unusual delays in your life, it's a sign that you need to go on a fasting. Yes, people say delay is not denial, but when delay is not addressed, it actually becomes denial. So whenever you pick up unusual delays in your life, in any area of your life, that you pick up delays, you need to go on a fasting. That's why you see when you read the book of Daniel chapter number 10 from verse 12 to 14, you will see that Daniel kept on praying. He was praying for 21 days, prayer and fasting. He kept on praying and pushing. If Daniel had not kept on praying, his answer that was held by the prince of Persia, it was not going to be released. It is the prayer and fasting that he continued making that caused his answer that was held to be released. So there are certain things in your life that the enemy is going to hold, and you begin to experience delay. But when you enter into prayer and fasting, those things are released. Number 4, trusting God for divine intervention. Whenever you are trusting God for divine intervention, it's a sign that you need to enter into a fast. Esther prayed in the book of Esther. She was trusting God for divine intervention. She entered into prayer and fasting. And for sure, after that fasting, she experienced the divine intervention from God. You might be in a place where you are trusting God for divine intervention, maybe in the lives of your children. It might be in your academics. It might be in your marriage. It might be that you are trusting God for divine intervention in your career, in your business, in a court case. It's a sign that you need to enter into prayer and fasting. Number 5, when you start having dreams that indicate witchcraft activities. For example, you dream of snakes biting you. You dream of a dog biting you, a dog chasing you. You dream you are in a place and you are trapped. You dream of drowning. These are some of the dreams that indicate witchcraft activities in your life. Whenever you have such dreams, it's a sign you need to enter into a fast urgently, immediately. It calls for prayer and fasting. Remember, life starts in the spirit. So God will be revealing to you what is happening in the spirit, because what happens in the spirit affects the natural. So life starts in the spirit. So when you begin to have such dreams that indicate witchcraft activities, it's a sign that you need to enter into prayer and fasting. Number 6, when your flesh is now in control, you find that you're now struggling with lust. You're struggling with different things where your flesh is now overpowering your spirit. Remember, we are spiritual beings with an earthly experience. We are not earthly beings with a spiritual experience. That is why when you go on a fasting, what fasting does is fasting will help to reduce the flesh and allow the spirit to dominate. But when it is opposite, where your flesh is now dominating the spirit, your body, your flesh is now the one that is in charge. It's now your flesh that is making decisions for you. You need to go into a prayer and fasting, because as you fast, you are reducing the flesh and you allow the spirit to dominate. Therefore, it is no longer your flesh that is in control, but the spirit becomes in charge. The Bible says we walk in spirit and not in flesh. The art of fasting will help you to have that ability to walk in the spirit and not in flesh. So these are 6 signs you are to go on a fast urgently. If any of these things that I've mentioned, or maybe most of them, are connecting to you, it's time that you need to go on a fast. It's time that you need to go on a prayer and fasting and seek for the face of the Lord and allow God to help you through that situation. I pray that you've been blessed. If you have not yet subscribed, now this is the time. Click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification so that you're notified next time I drop. God bless you. Until next time, shalom.